Hello, today, as always, we are embarking on a journey into one of history's most enduring mysteries. This mystery is known as Cicada 3301. It first appeared on the internet in 2012, and it immediately captured the attention of curious minds across the globe. Some saw it as a puzzle. Others considered it a recruitment tool for secretive organizations. And a few believed it to be an elaborate work of art, created to challenge the intellect and curiosity of anyone bold enough to engage. The origin of Cicada 3301 remains shrouded in secrecy. No one truly knows who created it, or why. Yet, the puzzle spread rapidly across forums, social media platforms, and private discussion groups. They sparked debates, collaboration, and even competition. Enthusiasts devoted countless hours to decoding subtle hints hidden in images, texts, and codes. Every line, symbol, and arrangement seemed intentional, designed to test human ingenuity and observation. Cicada 3301 is more than a collection of cryptic messages. It is a test of curiosity, persistence, and intellect. Each clue tells a story, each symbol hides a secret, and together, they form a complex and fascinating mystery that has captivated thousands for nearly a decade. It challenges solvers to think critically, connect diverse knowledge domains, and develop both patience and creativity. Those who engage with it describe a sense of entering a hidden digital realm, a space where logic, art, and secrecy intertwine to create an experience unlike any other. Cicada 3301 first appeared in January 2012, announcing itself with a deceptively simple message: "We are looking for highly intelligent individuals." To find them, we have devised a test. This message included links to images, QR codes, and obscure literary references. For many, it was irresistible. The allure of a challenge combining secrecy, intellect, and mystery was impossible to ignore. Within days, online forums were flooded with speculation, collaboration, and intense discussions. Participants shared discoveries, debated the meaning of cryptic symbols, and attempted to track the puzzle's evolution. Each clue demanded knowledge across multiple domains: mathematics, cryptography, literature, and history. However, mere knowledge was not enough. Solvers required creativity, patience, and a keen sense of observation. Every small detail could hold a key to the next stage of the puzzle, and every seemingly irrelevant pattern could conceal a hidden message. The first appearance of Cicada 3301 was not merely a digital test. It was an initiation into a secretive, intellectual journey. Each participant began to realize that this puzzle was designed to stretch human perception and reasoning, combining technical skill with analytical intuition. It quickly became a global phenomenon, drawing attention from hobbyists, professionals, and experts alike, each fascinated by the mystery and eager to prove themselves capable of solving it. The first puzzle presented by Cicada 3301 was deceptively simple yet infinitely complex. A series of images appeared online, each containing hidden messages, encoded texts, and subtle visual hints. Some clues required advanced mathematical reasoning, while others demanded knowledge of cryptographic techniques such as the Caesar cipher and Vigenère cipher, Vigenère. Participants quickly discovered that solving the puzzle was not about speed, but precision and attention to detail. Hours, sometimes days, were spent analyzing a single image. Every line, shadow, and symbol could contain critical information. The thrill came not only from solving the codes but from the realization that each clue led to deeper layers of mystery, revealing an intricately woven network of logic, art, and secrecy. The first puzzle exemplified the genius of Cicada 3301. It required solvers to use multiple skill sets simultaneously: logical analysis, historical research, lateral thinking, and pattern recognition. The combination of digital and abstract clues gave participants the sense of stepping into an alternate intellectual universe, a place where every discovery unlocked further mysteries and expanded the boundaries of their understanding. By mid-2012, Cicada 3301 had captured global attention. Solvers appeared on every continent, bringing diverse expertise: cryptographers, mathematicians, linguists, and passionate hobbyists. Collaboration became key. Participants realized that no single individual could solve every part of the puzzle alone. The challenge evolved from intellectual curiosity into a worldwide social phenomenon. Teams coordinated across time zones, sharing findings through forums, chat rooms, and private networks. The puzzle became a shared global experience, uniting people in the pursuit of mystery. Each solved clue generated new questions, creating a continuous cycle of discovery, frustration, and exhilaration. Cicada 3301 was no longer just a digital puzzle, it had become an immersive global adventure. It blurred the line between virtual and real-world problem-solving, inspiring cooperation, strategy, and innovative thinking. The excitement of collaboration intensified the allure, as solvers realized they were part of a collective intellectual endeavor unlike any other in digital history. As the puzzles circulated, speculation emerged regarding Cicada 3301's purpose. Some believed it was a recruitment tool for intelligence agencies, seeking individuals with extraordinary analytical skills. Others thought it was a project of a private organization searching for brilliant minds. Still others claimed it was purely an artistic endeavor, designed to challenge human creativity and intellect for its own sake. Regardless of origin, the impact was undeniable. The puzzle inspired unparalleled curiosity and collaboration. Participants immersed themselves in cryptography, literature, mathematics, and philosophy, learning obscure texts and techniques. Each discovery, no matter how minor, was celebrated, and each setback fueled determination. The mystery was only beginning. Cicada 3301 set the stage for years of complex puzzles, global collaboration, and intellectual exploration. It challenged not just knowledge, but curiosity, ethics, and perseverance. Participants entered a world where every solution led to a deeper layer of enigma, ensuring that the journey itself was as compelling as any answer. After the first puzzle, Cicada 3301 released its second challenge, far more complex than the first. This puzzle blended multiple layers of encryption, combining classical ciphers with modern cryptographic techniques. Solvers encountered images containing steganography, QR codes, and embedded messages in unusual file formats. Knowledge alone was not enough. Participants required creativity, lateral thinking, and patience. Every detail demanded careful observation. A seemingly insignificant mark could hold the key to the next stage, and a minor misinterpretation could lead to dead ends. The second puzzle demonstrated Cicada 3301's sophistication. Every element was deliberate, every solution required precision, insight, and collaboration. What fascinated solvers most was the global coordination this puzzle demanded. Some clues led to real-world locations, requiring participants to collaborate across countries. Letters, posters, and hidden codes appeared in cities far from each other, blurring the line between the digital and physical realms. The experience was immersive, and each successful step rewarded participants with deeper insight into the overarching mystery. The thrill of discovery, combined with the challenge of deciphering multi-layered codes, created a profound sense of intellectual adventure. Cicada 3301 puzzles are renowned for embedding references to literature, philosophy, and historical texts. Participants discovered quotations from classical authors, cryptic verses, and philosophical treatises. These were not decorative, they often provided numerical keys, codes, or directions to progress. Solvers immersed themselves in texts they might never have encountered otherwise. Ancient Greek philosophy, Renaissance writings, and obscure literature became tools for problem-solving. Understanding context was crucial, a misinterpretation could mean losing hours of work. Each text added depth, requiring intellectual flexibility, cultural knowledge, and analytical precision. This approach transformed the puzzle into a journey across time and thought. Participants were not merely decoding, they were engaging with centuries of human knowledge. Cicada 3301 became more than a challenge, it became a gateway to learning, curiosity, and mental expansion. The blending of intellectual history with cryptography made each discovery feel meaningful and rewarding. Modern cryptography and digital tools played a central role in Cicada 3301 puzzles. Participants used encryption algorithms, steganography, and signal processing techniques to uncover hidden messages. Tools ranged from custom scripts to standard software, yet human insight remained essential. Some puzzles required understanding RSA encryption, hash functions, and even advanced programming concepts. Others demanded intuition, creativity, and pattern recognition. The blend of human reasoning with modern technology exemplified Cicada 3301's sophistication. Solvers honed technical skills while exercising intellectual agility, exploring the interplay between logic, science, and art. This integration elevated the puzzles from simple code breaking to a multifaceted intellectual experience. Participants not only developed computational expertise but also cultivated patience, adaptability, and lateral thinking. The process was immersive, challenging, and profoundly rewarding. One of the most fascinating aspects of Cicada 3301 was the incorporation of real-world clues. While many puzzles were digital, some required participants to explore physical locations, streets, libraries, and public spaces. Posters, QR codes, and hidden messages created a tangible, immersive experience. The puzzles elevated online problem-solving to a global scavenger hunt. Participants had to interpret environmental factors, geographical cues, and contextual hints. Each step tested observation, ingenuity, and adaptability. The intensity of following physical clues, often in real time and across countries, added suspense and excitement. The experience was highly engaging. Solvers reported a heightened sense of reality when decoding clues in actual locations. By connecting the digital and physical worlds, Cicada 3301 transformed ordinary spaces into arenas of intellectual exploration. Every clue brought participants closer to the heart of the mystery, maintaining the thrill of discovery and reinforcing the challenge's global scope. Cicada 3301 attracted participants with unique psychological traits. Solvers were typically highly curious, persistent, and skilled at pattern recognition. Many were intrinsically motivated, driven to uncover hidden truths purely for intellectual satisfaction. The puzzles tested cognitive and emotional resilience. Participants experienced frustration, excitement, and anticipation, emotions akin to a mental odyssey. Repeated challenges cultivated focus, problem-solving strategies, and patience. Collaboration with global peers further enhanced analytical and social skills. Beyond intellectual growth, participants developed adaptability and persistence. Cicada 3301 acted as a psychological laboratory, revealing human capabilities and limitations. The challenge pushed participants to explore the boundaries of intelligence, creativity, and perseverance, leaving an enduring impact on those who dared to engage. The puzzle was not only a mental challenge, it was an immersive journey into human curiosity and determination. As Cicada 3301 evolved, it began to incorporate elements of art and music into its puzzles, creating an entirely new layer of complexity. Images were no longer just static, they contained subtle visual patterns that mirrored classical paintings, geometric shapes, and even optical illusions. Some puzzles referenced musical compositions, embedding notes and sequences that, when interpreted correctly, revealed critical keys or directions to further clues. Participants had to analyze not just what they saw, but how it related to historical or cultural contexts. For example, patterns in a painting might reference a mathematical ratio, while a musical motif could hint at a cipher. This integration of multiple disciplines challenged solvers to broaden their thinking and develop a more holistic approach to problem solving. Creativity became just as important as analytical skill. Many participants reported that engaging with these artistic and musical puzzles produced a profound sense of immersion. They weren't simply solving codes, they were interacting with the work of a hidden creator who was deliberately blending intellect, art, and sensory experience. The puzzles encouraged solvers to approach information from multiple angles, reinforcing the idea that knowledge and observation in one domain could unlock secrets in another. By 2013, Cicada 3301 had transformed from an isolated puzzle into a global phenomenon fueled by collaboration. Participants formed online communities to pool their skills and knowledge. Forums, private chat groups, and encrypted messaging channels became spaces for collective problem-solving. Solvers from different backgrounds, cryptography experts, mathematicians, linguists, historians, and hobbyists shared discoveries and debated interpretations. The collaborative environment allowed for faster decoding of certain clues while also generating competing theories. Intellectual discourse and rivalry coexisted, creating a dynamic ecosystem of inquiry. The collaborative nature of Cicada 3301 highlighted the importance of social intelligence alongside analytical prowess. It was no longer enough to solve puzzles individually, teamwork, communication, and coordination across time zones were critical. This global collaboration brought participants closer together, forming a community united by curiosity, perseverance, and a shared fascination with the unknown. Cicada 3301 puzzles were not confined to the digital realm. Real-world encounters became an essential aspect of the challenge. Solvers were sometimes directed to specific locations in cities, public spaces, or libraries, where physical clues awaited them. Posters, cryptic symbols, and QR codes turned ordinary urban landscapes into arenas of intellectual exploration. The experience was immersive, engaging both mental and physical faculties. Participants described a heightened sense of presence and anticipation, as if stepping into an alternate reality governed by the logic of the puzzle itself. The requirement to interpret environmental cues, timing, and context demanded observation skills and adaptability, reinforcing the notion that solving Cicada 3301 was not simply a cerebral activity, it was a holistic challenge encompassing multiple dimensions of perception. These real-world encounters intensified the mystery. Each solved clue often led to further complexity, creating a sense of progression and reward. Participants began documenting their journeys, mapping locations, and photographing hidden messages, adding an ethnographic layer to the global puzzle. As Cicada 3301 evolved, the puzzles became increasingly sophisticated. Multiple layers of encryption, interdisciplinary references, and real-world elements combined to form highly intricate challenges. Some puzzles spanned months, requiring sustained focus and iterative problem-solving. Solvers often described a blend of exhilaration and frustration. Hours of intense concentration, research, and collaboration were necessary to progress. Mistakes could be costly, but small breakthroughs provided immense satisfaction. Participants learned to combine logic, intuition, cultural knowledge, and creative thinking in unprecedented ways. The challenge also became a psychological journey. Persistence, patience, and resilience were tested as rigorously as intellectual capability. Many solvers reported feelings of immersion akin to a narrative adventure, where each clue was a story and every solution revealed another chapter in a sprawling enigma. The puzzles were no longer static, they had become a living intellectual ecosystem. Cicada 3301 left an indelible mark on internet culture, cryptography, and puzzle-solving communities. Its combination of digital and physical clues, interdisciplinary challenges, and global collaboration set a precedent for complex, immersive puzzles. The mystery surrounding its origin continues to fascinate enthusiasts, sparking endless discussion, research, and speculation. Even those who never solved the puzzles were influenced by the experience, adopting new skills, exploring cryptography, and engaging with communities that valued intellect, creativity, and persistence. The legacy of Cicada 3301 is not only in the solutions it inspired but also in the culture of curiosity, collaboration, and exploration it fostered. It is a testament to human ingenuity, the thrill of mystery, and the enduring allure of the unknown. Mathematics became central to Cicada 3301 puzzles as they progressed. Complex algorithms, prime numbers, and number theory were not merely decorative, they were essential to solving the challenges. Participants encountered cryptographic formulas embedded within images, QR codes, and texts, requiring precise calculation and logical reasoning. Solvers often described an overwhelming sense of wonder when discovering patterns that linked seemingly unrelated numerical sequences. Each solution required both abstract thinking and meticulous attention to detail. The puzzles demanded understanding concepts ranging from basic arithmetic patterns to advanced modular arithmetic, sometimes combined with geometry and probability theory. The mathematical nature of Cicada 3301 was a reminder that intellect alone was insufficient. Perseverance, creativity, and interdisciplinary thinking were equally critical. Many solvers reported late nights spent cross-referencing mathematical theorems with real-world clues, a process that deepened their appreciation for the elegance of numbers. This dimension added rigor and intellectual satisfaction, making each breakthrough both rewarding and enlightening. For many participants, Cicada 3301 became more than a puzzle, it was a quest for truth. Each clue was interpreted as a gateway to hidden knowledge, a test of perception, reasoning, and persistence. The experience fostered deep introspection, with solvers questioning not just the puzzles, but their own cognitive and emotional processes. The hunt required critical thinking and intuition. Some clues involved historical research, cryptography, or obscure cultural references. Others demanded real-world exploration, observation, and pattern recognition. Solvers often collaborated across forums, sharing insights while maintaining skepticism. The pursuit itself became a journey of intellectual growth, self-discipline, and discovery. Cicada 3301 challenged participants to look beyond the obvious, rewarding curiosity and courage. It became a metaphorical exploration of human ingenuity, highlighting the interplay between logic, creativity, and perseverance. The hunt for truth was not only about solving codes, it was about expanding mental horizons and testing limits of knowledge. Cicada 3301's influence spread to every corner of the world, forming a complex web of participants. Enthusiasts collaborated across time zones, sharing discoveries and analyzing clues in real time. The community was diverse, including cryptographers, mathematicians, historians, programmers, and hobbyists, all united by curiosity and determination. Forums and encrypted chat rooms became hubs of collective intelligence. Insights traveled instantly, theories were debated, and breakthroughs were celebrated. The social dynamics mirrored those of an intellectual network. Collaboration and competition coexisted, driving innovation and progress. The global web highlighted the power of shared knowledge, demonstrating how individual skills could combine to solve challenges beyond the reach of a single person. This interconnected network reinforced the idea that Cicada 3301 was not just a puzzle, but a phenomenon. It fostered camaraderie, debate, and mentorship. Participants learned to rely on others' expertise while contributing their own, creating a rich ecosystem of problem-solving and intellectual engagement. Engaging with Cicada 3301 had profound psychological effects on solvers. The combination of challenge, mystery, and reward stimulated focus, persistence, and creative thinking. Many participants reported intense emotional experiences ranging from excitement and curiosity to frustration and elation as they progressed through layers of the puzzle. The puzzles required sustained attention and resilience. Small successes produced a dopamine-driven sense of achievement, while setbacks cultivated patience and problem-solving strategies. Collaborative efforts further reinforced social engagement and emotional regulation. Solvers experienced a unique blend of intellectual satisfaction and psychological stimulation, making the pursuit deeply immersive. This psychological dimension was intrinsic to Cicada 3301's appeal. The puzzles tested not just intellect, but character. Participants were challenged to maintain clarity under pressure, to adapt to unexpected difficulties, and to approach problems creatively. The experience fostered mental growth and self-awareness, leaving a lasting impact on those who committed fully to the journey. As the puzzles continued, Cicada 3301 incorporated advanced cryptography challenges that pushed solvers to their limits. RSA encryption, hash functions, steganography, and multi-layered ciphers demanded technical skill, logical reasoning, and analytical thinking. Each clue was a carefully constructed problem, often requiring solvers to combine multiple disciplines: mathematics, computer science, history, and literature. Success required patience, collaboration, and creativity, as participants navigated highly intricate layers of information. The puzzles were designed to reward both technical mastery and imaginative insight, reinforcing the balance of art and science that characterized Cicada 3301. The complexity of these challenges elevated the experience, creating a sense of entering a highly structured, almost secret society of thinkers. Participants were intellectually stretched, emotionally engaged, and socially connected, making the puzzle not just a challenge but a transformative journey of discovery, collaboration, and self-development. One of Cicada 3301's defining features was its incorporation of obscure literature. Participants encountered references to classical works, ancient texts, and cryptic manuscripts. Each literary reference was more than decoration, it often provided crucial clues or keys to solving the puzzles. Understanding context, language nuances, and historical significance became essential. Solvers immersed themselves in unfamiliar texts, from Renaissance treatises to esoteric philosophy, learning to interpret symbolism and hidden meanings. A single line of poetry could point toward a code, while a subtle literary reference might unlock an entire puzzle layer. The interdisciplinary nature of these challenges tested both knowledge and analytical ability. For many, this aspect transformed the puzzle into a journey of intellectual discovery. Participants were learning not only cryptography but also literature, history, and philosophy in a deeply applied context. Each text became a doorway to understanding Cicada 3301's intricate logic, revealing how art, culture, and intellect could intertwine to create a sophisticated and immersive challenge. As the puzzles became increasingly complex, solvers developed advanced strategies. Collaboration and knowledge sharing were essential. Forums, private chats, and study groups allowed participants to brainstorm, analyze patterns, and cross-reference clues. Techniques ranged from classical cryptographic methods to modern computational analysis. Participants combined logic, intuition, and creativity. Pattern recognition, lateral thinking, and mathematical reasoning were applied simultaneously, often requiring hours of focused effort. Some clues required trial and error, while others demanded precise calculations or historical research. This strategic approach transformed puzzle solving into a structured process. Teams assigned tasks, documented discoveries, and mapped connections between clues. Success depended not only on individual skill but on communication, organization, and persistence. The experience cultivated collaboration, strategic planning, and critical thinking, reinforcing Cicada 3301's reputation as an unparalleled intellectual challenge. Cicada 3301 puzzles captured attention worldwide. Participants hail from multiple countries, representing diverse cultures, languages, and intellectual traditions. This international dimension added richness and complexity. Cultural context, language differences, and regional knowledge became critical in interpreting clues correctly. The global nature of the puzzle encouraged cross-cultural collaboration. Teams communicated across time zones, sharing insights and solving linguistic or historical riddles that would have been impossible alone. Cicada 3301 fostered an environment of intellectual diversity, proving that combining multiple perspectives could achieve results beyond any individual effort. Participants often reported a sense of global connection, working alongside like-minded solvers on shared goals. The puzzles acted as a bridge between cultures, creating an interconnected network of curiosity, knowledge, and persistence. This aspect of Cicada 3301 demonstrated that intellectual challenges could transcend boundaries, uniting people in a pursuit of understanding and discovery. Symbolism became increasingly prominent in Cicada 3301. Each image, poster, and digital file often contained hidden symbols that required careful interpretation. Participants analyzed geometric shapes, letters, and numbers to uncover messages concealed beneath layers of abstraction. Some symbols were visual ciphers, others numerical keys, and still others relied on historical or cultural references. The presence of multi-layered codes challenged solvers to combine analytical rigor with creative interpretation. Attention to detail, patience, and persistence were essential. Missing a single subtle symbol could derail progress for days or weeks. The richness of these symbolic challenges fostered deep engagement. Participants reported intense focus and heightened observational skills. Each solved symbol revealed another layer, creating a cascading sense of discovery. Symbolism in Cicada 3301 exemplified the blending of art, intellect, and cryptography, offering a multidimensional puzzle experience unlike any other. Technology played a crucial role in Cicada 3301's evolution. Participants leveraged modern computing tools, algorithms, and analytical software to decode complex messages. Computers enabled pattern recognition, automated calculations, and simulations that accelerated progress. Yet technology alone was insufficient. Participants had to integrate human reasoning, intuition, and interdisciplinary knowledge. Solvers developed innovative methods to combine programming, cryptography, mathematics, and cultural insight. The puzzles demonstrated a delicate balance between digital tools and human intellect, highlighting that technology could enhance but not replace analytical thinking. Through this integration, Cicada 3301 became a platform for testing both the mind and the ability to harness technology. It rewarded ingenuity, collaboration, and persistence, reinforcing the idea that solving such a complex challenge required a combination of skill, creativity, and insight. Participants reported transformative learning experiences, acquiring new technical skills and sharpening cognitive abilities. As Cicada 3301 progressed, some participants experienced real-world meetings arranged through encrypted channels. Small, secret gatherings brought solvers together to collaborate in person. These meetings created a tangible sense of community and camaraderie, complementing the digital collaboration that had dominated the earlier stages. Participants shared findings, theories, and strategies in real time, combining diverse expertise. Cryptographers demonstrated decoding techniques, mathematicians analyzed numerical patterns, and literary enthusiasts provided context for obscure references. The merging of physical and digital problem-solving created a multidimensional intellectual experience, reinforcing the global network's effectiveness. These meetings were often shrouded in secrecy. Locations were carefully chosen, schedules were encrypted, and participants had to prove their commitment and credibility. For many, the anticipation of attending such a meeting added a layer of excitement and psychological challenge. The experience highlighted the puzzle's immersive nature, blending social interaction, teamwork, and intellectual pursuit in a way rarely seen in other enigmas. Cicada 3301 incorporated advanced steganography to hide messages within images, audio files, and even video clips. Solvers discovered that ordinary media could conceal complex codes, invisible to casual observers. This required mastery of both digital tools and analytical reasoning. Participants used software to detect subtle anomalies, such as changes in pixel intensity, audio frequency shifts, or hidden layers in multimedia files. Each discovery demanded careful observation and methodical testing, often requiring iterative approaches and creative experimentation. The steganographic element elevated the puzzle's complexity and intrigue. Solvers described intense moments of satisfaction when uncovering hidden messages, often leading to the next stage of the mystery. The fusion of art, technology, and intelligence highlighted the unique sophistication of Cicada 3301, rewarding persistence, creativity, and precision. Despite the efforts of thousands, some Cicada 3301 clues remain unsolved, sparking endless speculation. Participants debated the intentions behind unsolved puzzles, considering possibilities from intelligence recruitment to artistic endeavors or philosophical experiments. The ambiguity encouraged creative thinking. Multiple interpretations were explored, each grounded in evidence and analytical reasoning. Forums buzzed with theories, experiments, and hypothetical solutions. Some believed the puzzles were tests of morality and persistence, while others suggested hidden societal or cultural messages. This uncertainty enhanced the puzzle's allure. The existence of unsolved clues created a continuous sense of mystery, motivating solvers to refine techniques and collaborate in new ways. Cicada 3301 became a living enigma, one where the journey of discovery was as compelling as any definitive answer, fostering a culture of perpetual curiosity and exploration. Cicada 3301 is more than a puzzle, it embodies philosophical principles. It challenges solvers to explore the nature of intelligence, knowledge, and human curiosity. Participants are encouraged to think critically, approach problems from multiple angles, and question assumptions. The puzzles emphasize the interplay of patience, logic, and creativity. They highlight the value of perseverance, collaboration, and intellectual humility. Some theorists suggest Cicada 3301 is an experiment in human cognition, testing limits of perception, collaboration, and abstract reasoning. Engagement with these philosophical layers adds depth to the experience. Solvers are not only decoding messages, they are participating in a meta-challenge that examines the human mind itself. Each clue represents a lesson in observation, critical thought, and the endless pursuit of understanding. The puzzle transforms into a reflection on curiosity, intellect, and the drive to seek truth beyond what is immediately visible. Cicada 3301 remains one of the most enigmatic phenomena of the 21st century. Despite years of analysis, collaboration, and problem-solving, many aspects of its origin, purpose, and ultimate solution remain shrouded in secrecy. The puzzles continue to inspire curiosity, intellectual rigor, and creative thinking worldwide. The enduring mystery is a testament to human ingenuity and the power of challenge. Cicada 3301 demonstrates how a blend of technology, art, literature, and cryptography can create an immersive experience that transcends culture, geography, and time. Solvers continue to explore, theorize, and collaborate, leaving a legacy of innovation, perseverance, and fascination. It is a reminder that some mysteries are timeless, and that the pursuit of knowledge and understanding can be as meaningful as the answers themselves. Cicada 3301 is not just a puzzle, it is a global journey into intellect, curiosity, and the unknown. The story of its participants, their struggles, and their triumphs forms a narrative as compelling as any solution. By now, Cicada 3301 had transcended traditional puzzles, blending cryptography with art. Every code, symbol, or encrypted message was designed with aesthetic as well as functional intention. Solvers discovered visual patterns, mathematical symmetry, and color-coded sequences that revealed hidden meanings. The process required a careful balance between analytical and creative thinking. Each layer of encryption was a work of art, challenging participants to interpret patterns beyond conventional logic. Some clues were so subtle that only a combination of historical knowledge, artistic literacy, and mathematical reasoning could unlock them. Participants described a profound sense of satisfaction when recognizing a hidden motif or decoding a complex visual pattern. The interplay of aesthetics and logic transformed the experience into an intellectual and sensory journey. Cicada 3301 was not only a challenge, it was an exploration of how art and cryptography could intertwine to inspire curiosity and wonder. Even years after the first puzzle appeared, Cicada 3301 continued to fascinate solvers worldwide. Clues, discussions, and analysis persisted online, forming a continuous cycle of investigation and discovery. Participants from multiple generations and continents joined the hunt, often learning from predecessors and building upon earlier solutions. The enduring appeal lay in its complexity and mystery. Each puzzle stage required interdisciplinary skills, blending mathematics, technology, literature, and critical reasoning. The experience evolved from a simple online challenge into a global intellectual movement, emphasizing curiosity, collaboration, and persistence. Solvers often described moments of revelation as profound and transformative, fostering new ways of thinking and a deeper appreciation for human ingenuity. Cicada 3301 became not just a puzzle, but a shared journey connecting minds across cultures, time zones, and expertise levels. Cicada 3301 not only challenged intellect but also posed ethical and philosophical questions. Participants wondered about the creator's intentions. Were they recruiting, experimenting, or simply creating a work of art? Some debated the morality of certain puzzles, particularly those requiring real-world exploration, which could be risky. Solvers reflected on human curiosity, the nature of knowledge, and the limits of intellect. Discussions spanned philosophy, psychology, and sociology, exploring why humans are drawn to complex mysteries and what motivates collaboration. The puzzle became a mirror, reflecting participants' cognitive processes, ethical reasoning, and social behaviors. Engagement with these questions elevated the experience from mere puzzle solving to a study of human thought, perception, and motivation. Participants gained insights not only into codes but also into themselves, their reasoning, and their collaborative dynamics. Cicada 3301 transcended its digital and physical clues, offering lessons about the pursuit of understanding and the complexity of human curiosity. Cicada 3301 left an indelible mark on internet culture, inspiring memes, discussions, and countless analyses. It showcased how digital communities could engage in sophisticated, collaborative problem-solving across borders. The puzzle influenced cryptography enthusiasts, hackers, and intellectual communities, setting a standard for immersive, interdisciplinary challenges. It became a reference point for online collaborative intelligence, highlighting the power of curiosity and collective reasoning. Even outside the solver's circle, the puzzle inspired fascination and debate, cementing its legacy in modern digital culture. Participants often cited the experience as transformative, enhancing analytical skills, creativity, and collaborative abilities. Cicada 3301 became both a technical challenge and a cultural phenomenon, illustrating the enduring appeal of mystery, intellect, and community in the digital age. Finally, Cicada 3301 remains one of the greatest unsolved enigmas of the 21st century. Despite extensive investigation, some clues remain unresolved, leaving solvers perpetually fascinated. The mystery continues to draw new generations of participants, each bringing fresh perspectives and techniques. The unsolved nature of the puzzle reinforces its allure. It demonstrates the interplay of human intellect, curiosity, and collaboration. The journey itself is transformative, offering lessons in perseverance, critical thinking, and creativity. Cicada 3301 is not just a puzzle, it is a living testament to the thrill of discovery, the complexity of human thought, and the enduring power of mystery. For participants, the experience leaves an indelible mark. They have navigated a complex web of cryptography, art, philosophy, and real-world exploration, developing skills and insights that extend far beyond the puzzle itself. The story of Cicada 3301 is, ultimately, a story about human ingenuity, curiosity, and the eternal quest for knowledge.